All right, when we talk about hot hatches in India, we can't forget one name, which is Honda's Jazz. It recently went out of production and now it's back at the Auto Expo, and I have Mr. Sain joining me on the show, who's the Vice President Sales and Marketing with Honda. Welcome, sir, on the show.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, you've unveiled the brand new Jazz with a brand new design, redefined design. So tell us a little bit more about the new design on the new Jazz.
Well, this is the all-new Jazz, the next generation, and we plan to get this to India within the next financial year. And this is based on the new global compact platform, and it is as exciting as before. It also embodies the exciting edge design philosophy that we have started off with. It has all the attributes which people really appreciated in the previous generation Jazz. And it is even more exciting to look at in terms of it's very sporty, but from the inside it's really spacious.
Okay, so tell us, Honda came out recently with a new engine options, especially in diesel. So are we going to see the same engine or a better one used on the Jazz?
Of course, the new Jazz will also have a improved 1.2 litre iVTEC petrol engine, and we're also planning to bring in the diesel.
So when can the Indian consumer expect the Jazz to hit the Indian roads now?
This will hit the Indian roads within 2014-15 financial year.
Alright, the much-awaited launch at the Auto Expo 2014 was the Maruti Suzuki Celerio, and it's finally here. It's come out at a pricing which is unbelievable for a car like this. So, sir, tell us first about the pricing, the crazy pricing that Maruti has come out with for this hatchback.
No, one was expecting this kind of a pricing. Maruti always comes out with aggressive pricing. That's how it captures the mind and the market share. It didn't have a product that could go against the similar products of the competition, and this takes on one of the best-selling cars in the hatchback segment head-on, and also offers some additional features.
The key point for this is basically the gear shift mechanism that it has, the transmission that it is loaded with. So tell us a little bit more about it. How is it an automatic plus manual gear?
It is basically a manual gearbox, and it is automated. So what actually happens is, instead of the foot pressing the clutch, motor mechanism engages the clutch, and mechanism then shifts the gear. So the unit of the clutch box is the same, the clutch that they use is the same as the manual one, but the functions of changing the gear have been automated.
One final question to you is, how does this car changes the game, especially in this segment?
There's a big trend in bigger cities towards automatic cars. You can understand why it is happening because of the stop-go traffic jam, changing gears all the time. It gets very tiring. More and more people are driving small cars also themselves. So that's also a changing trend. In view of that, none of these small cars actually had a efficient modern gearbox. Both Hyundai and Maruti were selling old 4-speed gearboxes, which then you sacrifice fuel efficiency. But with this, the gearbox remaining a 5-speed and the original gearbox, fuel efficiency won't be sacrificed. Okay. So I think it's a good reason for the car to do well in the market.
So here we have the Audi A3 sedan, which is the entry-level car from Audi in India. It's going to be launched in India soon. This particular variant comes with a 1.8-litre petrol engine which churns out 180 horsepower, and we can tell you that this is quite a cracker because this has the Quattro all-wheel drive system. However, this particular car is a left-hand drive version which definitely will not be sold in India. The Indian car will be right-hand drive. This is the S-Line model, so it has a special upholstery and a lot of gimmicks like special wheels and so on, but you will be able to buy more engine options and more color options from Audi.
Okay, time now to check out my favorite SUV, which is the Skoda Yeti. It's got a new facelift, it's got a new version here. So tell us what's new with the new Yeti over here.
First, let me tell you, this is a brilliant car. I have driven over 20,000 kilometers all across Europe through 25 countries in this car, and it was one of the best drives I've had in my life. Now, what Skoda is trying to do is, earlier they had positioned it as a tough, adventurous vehicle. You could see that by the fog lamps which were high up, and now they've tried to make it a more city-friendly vehicle because they realized more people were liking it for driving in the city rather than taking it off-road. So the front is completely changed. The fog lamps from their high mounts have gone down to where normal fog lamps used to be, and it is more traditional now. It fits in with the new Skoda design philosophy as well.
Okay, whenever we talk about the Skoda Yeti, it's not got a brilliant road presence as such, but as we can see here, it's slightly, more vibrant now. So has Skoda worked on the design elements more to make it more vibrant on the road as well?
Yes, it fits in better with their design philosophy, and it makes it look contemporary now. Earlier it was an oddball kind of a designing. Some people liked it, some people said, what is this all about? But now it is more traditional, it looks contemporary, and it looks sleek.
So is this Skoda's new boy toy that is going to get them into that SUV space?
The SUV space is now heating up. It depends on how they position it, when they launch it. It is still an expensive car. Let's see when they launch it.
What's your best guess? What are they going to price the new Yeti at?
I think it should start under 15 lakh, and with a manual and a petrol even lower, maybe 12, 13.
My big question to you, are you going to buy it?
Oh, I would love to buy this car.
Alright, BMW also came up with their i8 series. So tell us, what's this futuristic car all about?
This is a new brand that they've launched, the i brand. This is a brand of electric cars for the future. And they've built these cars totally from scratch up. The body is made of carbon fiber. The underbody has all the batteries made out of aluminium. And this is their sports car for the future. It has an electric motor and an engine. And the beauty is that the electric motor and the engine, they drive different wheels. So the electric motor is in the front, the engine at the back, and the computer controls their synchronization to give you a fantastic sporty drive.
Okay, Sachin Tendulkar also came for the unveiling of this car, and he was quite fascinated with it as well. So I'm sure this is coming to India, and when can we expect it in India?
BMW will be launching it later in the year. It's still too early. It's still not been launched worldwide. It'll be a expensive sports car, but we are looking forward to seeing it here in India.
Okay, and final question to you is that, sports cars are also known to be very compact. This one looks quite spacious for at least I can say 4 people, 2 people of my size as well in the back. What do you think, are these cars getting more, in the family space as well, in a way?
The interesting thing about this brand is that it's made for electric cars. So they've been able to utilize the space very well. You don't have place in the front for an engine. The battery pack goes in the floor. So everything is well packaged, and that's why you can have extra space in the cabin. But saying that, it's a typical sports car. Getting in and out is difficult. Getting into the back will be even more difficult, and you can only put children at the back. And if you're going to drive it sportily, they're going to have a very rough ride.